Alrighty, cheesy marron braai. Very simple dinner. First thing you're gonna need, nice fresh marron. We're out here on Kangaroo Island. These things are rampant. Probably the only place really outside of Queensland and the northern areas that you can catch them. All you need is a marron, bit of garlic, cheese and butter. I also like to put on spring onions and one of the best seasonings you've got, which is curry powder. First things first, let's dispatch this marron. Alright, first things first, get your marron nice and fresh. The most humane way to do it, see that little ridge line there? Put your sharp knife right there, and then all you're going to do, push straight down and between the eyes. May look like it's moving, but I promise you it is long gone. They will kick around a little bit. They will still be able to get you as well. Put the knife right in the back there, go right down in between the tail as well. Get through those last bits. There you've got your two halves of your marron. You don't want to eat any of this black or green stuff, or the yellow. So in a second we're going to rinse that out and then we'll come back. Alrighty, your next step's going to be get a nice helping of butter. I find salted butter is always better. Very simply, cut off a strip that's roughly about the right size. Use your fingers, they're clean. Put it pretty much right down the middle there. If your butter was melted, you could spread it along. My butter's just come out of the fridge, so it is nice and hard. Put your butter along like that. That way it's going to nicely melt and ooze in. What you're going to do next is dice up your garlic, dice up your spring onion, put them across, and then pretty much you're good to go. But I'll start dicing up these, and then we'll get back to you. Alrighty, once you've got your spring onion and your garlic, like I said, put a nice helping over top. You know the saying, the more garlic the better. Spread it around. We are going to put cheese on it afterwards as well, so don't worry too much. I like a good helping of spring onion. A lot of it's going to go into the fire, but whatever does remain will nicely soak into the meat there. Since butter is soft, you can push as much of it as you'd like in there. Help fill those nice cavities in the brain. Lastly, you're going to put a bit of the magical seasoning on top. Depending on your taste, not too much. Quite nice. And then once it's started to cook, we'll chuck the cheese on top. It'll nicely caramelise on top of it. So we've got the marron, we picked up some fish as well, and then we've also got some broccolini. All of these, very simply, go onto a nice hot fire. Like I said, that butter's going to drip off, wouldn't worry about it. The fish just has salt and pepper. And the broccolini just sits in the corner there. If you want to be fancy, give the broccolini a drizzle of butter, or even a drizzle of olive oil, and it'll be perfect. We're going to keep that going, we'll see how it goes, and then we'll catch you up. So what you're looking for, you want to make sure the arms, the legs and the body start turning this awesome red colour. Once that's happened, I tend to bring it down to a lower section, so somewhere where there's not as much heat, and then cover it in that cheese. This cheese will slowly start to melt. It's going to cover their bodies, and then they are going to be beautiful. All you need is a fork, and you can start digging in. There we go. You've got your cheesy garlic marron, salt and pepper fish, and also a bit of broccolini. All you need to do now, grab your fork and simply pull out a nice bit of marron, dip it into the cheese sauce. Absolutely delicious. Needs a bit of salt. Other than that, it's perfect. And look at that. Fish just pulls right off the bone. Always wants to fight you though. Make sure you don't eat any of the other bones. Squeeze a lemon, that is perfect. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much everybody, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.